I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today I am doing a lot of cooking. And what you see before you are some delicious potato rolls that we're going to be using to serve as dinner rolls or sandwich rolls for a buffet that we're going to be doing tomorrow. So let's go see how these all come together. Today we're going to be making a potato style dinner roll, and it's going to have some mashed potato and stuff in it. They're really beautiful. They're a dense but light dinner roll, and they're really delicious. They contain mashed potatoes, and I'll get to that in a minute. What I have, I'll show you right here. I made some. This is just potato flakes that I mixed with warm water, and I let them sit until they were fully hydrated. They are these. This is the brand I use. It's the only brand of potato flake I use. You've heard me talk about potato flakes in the past. This is the only brand I use. It's the Idahoan. The Signature Russets are delicious, and they're appropriate for just about any application. Now on the back, they give you the information on how to make them, like if you're going to serve them as a side dish with water and butter and milk. But I made them with water only, and they also give you the information on how to do that as well. So we're gonna get going on our rolls, and this is kind of how I used to do things, you know, just off the cuff and brought you along. So we've got 1.5 cups water, and don't worry about writing down the recipe because I promise you I will have this available on my website. Oh yeah, I need 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna put the sugar in before I put the yeast in. 1 cup of sugar and 5 teaspoons of yeast. We're gonna just give that a little whirl. Just like that. I'm going to toss in 12 tablespoons of softened butter, and we're going to do 2 cups of these mashed potatoes. Now remember, this is just potato flakes that are made with the water, nothing else. You don't really want to pack them in the measuring cup when you measure them. That's kind of how you're supposed to do the potatoes. 4 eggs are going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, and we're going to slowly add up to 9 cups of flour. Put some flour in there, and then it'll get all mixed up and it'll be great. So let's see, I like to use unbleached flour. If you just use all-purpose flour for this, we'll just start with that and go from there. The beauty of bread dough is it's very forgiving. So you start off maybe a little on the short side, and then you mix and you add until it pulls away from the side of the bowl. Now, I can just tell from looking that there's not enough flour in there. I would say there's probably already 7 cups or so in there. I'm just going to gently put that lid on the top there. When it pulls away from the side of the bowl, then you know you have enough flour in there. And now we're going to knead this for 6 minutes. I did need to let you know, I'm kneading this for 6 minutes. I may knead it up to 7 or 8 minutes in this Bosch. If you have a KitchenAid, you cannot knead your dough for longer than a specified number of minutes on number 2, or you will void your warranty. So you need to make sure that you read your manual very carefully so that you don't do that. And make sure you add your salt, please. 2 teaspoons. It'll get mixed in during the kneading process. I'm not too worried about it. All right, off we go. All right, our dough is done kneading, but you can see it's a little bit, it's not sticking to my fingers yet. But to get it out of the bowl more easily, what I'm going to do is turn it on low, and I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of oil into the bowl. That's it, like a teaspoon, okay? And let that Whirl around for just a second. Now, but when you put the oil in there like that, look at that. It pretty much comes right out. We'll go ahead and just shape it nicely. My bowl has been sprayed with coconut oil spray, so it's already oiled. We'll just set that in there. There's enough oil on there. I'm just gonna cover this with some plastic, and I'm gonna let this rise for about an hour. When it's time to come back and show you what it looks like, we will deflate the dough and we'll go ahead and shape this into several dozen rolls. All right, our dough has risen.
Huge.
It is huge. All right, spray your hands with a little oil before you get in here and deflate your dough. I have a scale here, and what I do like to do is I like to weigh my dough. It's probably more than 5 pounds. It is. So we'll go ahead and we'll just divide it in half and we'll see what we've got here. So that's 3 pounds or so. And that's a little, it's like so. So it's like 6.5 pounds or better, 6 3/4 pounds. But I want to make 2-ounce rolls with this, so I'm gonna weigh them out. 2.5 is good. That's not too small, and it's not too big. They don't have to be super precise, but just in the same ballpark. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna continue doing that, but when you get a few, you want to put it down. Now my board is not oiled and it is not floured because you don't want that. You never want to add any additional unprocessed flour back into your yeast dough because that's going to make your dough hard and dry and unappealing. You're going to put your dough ball down on the board and you're going to cup your hand and you're going to adhere gentle pressure and you're going to roll your hand around until it has a nice smooth surface and the bottom has a nice closed seam. And then you're just going to pop it right on your baking sheet. I have a parchment down and I'm going to go ahead and form all of these rolls up and I'll be back when my pan is full. Okay, I got my potato rolls all panned up and right now we have approximately 41 because some are 2.5, some are 2.7 ounces, and this is just how it ended up. So I just have 2 pans full. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna give them a little bit of a spray with some vegetable oil spray. This just happens to be coconut oil. And then I'm gonna take a piece of parchment and I'm gonna put it on the top of each pan. And I'm gonna let these rise for about a half an hour before we pop them in the oven. I'll be back when it's time to do that. Our rolls have risen and they're gonna go in the oven now for 15 to 18 minutes. We're gonna check them and then we'll pull them out and let them cool. I'll bring you back when it's time to pull them out. All right, our rolls are ready to come out of the oven. They are golden brown. Look at those. Look at those. All right, I'm gonna brush these with butter and then I'll be back and I'll show you what they look like on the inside. Well, there you have it, our beautiful potato rolls, and they're still warm. I mean, they're bordering on hot, but we're gonna take one for you guys just so you can see what they look like so we can finish up the video. I want you to see, look at that. Look at that hot, steamy roll. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at how flaky it is. Probably doesn't even need butter. You want to try it? Oh my goodness.
The whole tray.
Wow. Oh wow. These are spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They're beautiful.
King's Hawaiian, but me.
Well,
They got a slight sweetness to them.
they have a slight sweetness to them. Almost like if you've ever been to Golden Corral,
They're yeast rolls.
they have those yeast rolls that they serve and they have a little sweetness to them. These are delicious. You're gonna love them. These are perfect for Thanksgiving, no joke. You are gonna love these. So that is how you make my version of a delicious potato dinner roll. I would like to thank you for joining me today so I could show you how I made these delicious potato dinner rolls. And if you liked the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please consider hitting the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope that you give these potato dinner rolls a try, and I hope that you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.